How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. I hope y'all are all excited for the 2019 NBA playoffs. Now that the matchups and schedules are set, just let the games begin. We can all sit back, relax, and enjoy watching some great basketball. But before I start this video, I made my most recent video on 10 of the weirdest stories of the 2018-19 NBA season. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you to check it out. I think you'll get a good laugh out of it. But with that said, here are 5 bold predictions for the 2019 NBA playoffs. Some of these predictions will shock you.
The San Antonio Spurs will knock off the Denver Nuggets in the first round. In one of the most compelling 2 vs 7 matchups in recent times, the Nuggets are coming off one of the best seasons in franchise history. Last made the playoffs in 2013 with a bunch of solid role players who lacked playoff experience. Lost to a young Stephen Curry's Warriors team in the first round. The Nuggets are way better this time, led by All-Star center Nikola Jokic, alongside Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, and Malik Beasley, who all have no postseason experience. Against a very dangerous Spurs team who has a ton of experienced veterans, can be relied upon down the stretch to hit big shots. Although Denver's the favorite to win the series, many expect them to win it in 6 or 7. They're a more talented team, and when they're hot, they should beat San Antonio. But Gary Harris has taken a step back offensively. DeMar DeRozan won't have to think about LeBron and will be hungry on battling his past playoff demons. And not to mention, Pop's the best in the business, made the playoffs every year the last 22 seasons, has seen it all. Pop will also have lots of adjustments under his sleeve where both teams split the season series. LaMarcus Aldridge was the best player in most of those games, led the way averaging 22.3 points on 55% shooting. San Antonio can't outrun Denver's young guys, but when it's a high tempo game, the Nuggets should easily win. But San Antonio's well disciplined, first in the league in retaining the ball, only allowing 12.1 turnovers a game, so they're not going to beat themselves. When the game slows down the final 5 minutes of the fourth, San Antonio will slow it down, feed it to Aldridge on the block to make plays. They also have the best scorer in the series in DeMar DeRozan, who I trust over any of the Nuggets' young guys. Patty Mills hit plenty of big shots throughout his career, and Marco Bellinelli was huge for the Sixers last postseason, so I believe the series will split, with Denver taking Game 5, San Antonio easily winning Game 6, and escaping Game 7 on the road with a 3-point win due to their experience and composure. While Denver's very streaky at times, and going 5-6 overall their last 11 games doesn't help, I take proven experience over young talent this series. The Toronto Raptors will come out the East and make the NBA Finals. After countless disappointments and playoff failures the last couple seasons, GM Masai Ujiri's proven to be one of the best in the business by snatching Kawhi Leonard, a real superstar, arguably the best defensive player in the entire NBA, a huge reason why Toronto's one of the best defensive teams. Leonard, who said he wasn't as healthy as he wanted to be this season, a big reason why he missed 22 games due to load management, barely played in back-to-backs, still had his best overall season, putting up 26.6 points, 7.3 rebounds on nearly 50% shooting. Shockingly, Toronto's still 17-5 overall when Leonard doesn't play, have the best depth to match up with anybody in the league. Pascal Siakam's breaking out into a future All-Star, has been the second best player on many nights. Danny Green's a proven champion, will likely end up on all-defensive team, hit plenty of big shots in past postseasons. The front line of Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol is one of the best in the league. Despite Gasol not playing well after being traded, his presence will be a game changer. They'll easily knock off Orlando in the first round, beat Philly in 6, since Ben Simmons' liability shooting the ball will once again cost the Sixers the series. I'll get to Simmons by the end of this video, so you don't want to miss out. Toronto also has more depth than Milwaukee, and the more experienced guys I believe will give them the slight edge to come out of the East. The Golden State Warriors will not win the 2019 NBA title. Yes, I know I said it multiple times, Golden State was gonna win it this season, but I changed my mind. The Warriors are far better than everybody when they play at their best. No team has a shot against them when they're clicking, but the road to three-peating is harder than ever. I truly believe the Houston Rockets has a chance to knock off the defending 2-time champs. The semis are realistically the real NBA Finals. Against 2 of the most talented teams, Houston's more motivated than ever, and the team knows this season can be their last chance in winning a title, with CP3 turning 34 in May. They were 1 game away from beating Golden State last year, and likely would have won Game 7 if Paul didn't hurt his hamstring. For years, Daryl Morey and the Rockets front office has been obsessed in trying to find ways to beat Golden State. Houston was up double figures in Game 7 in the first half, then went absolutely cold, missing 27 straight threes, an epic meltdown. DeMarcus Cousins will be a huge liability, will get switched onto Paul and Harden, ISO style, he'll get abused. In last year's defeat, Harden averaged 28.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, 6 assists, was outscored by Kevin Durant's 30.4 points, will need to be the best scorer to have a chance. And the Rockets are clicking at the right time, winners of 20 of their last 24 games. Golden State won't be as motivated. While this series will likely define Harden's and CP3's legacy, Houston won 3 of the 4 regular season matchups, won 8 of the last 14 games against Golden State, combining the playoffs and regular season, and nobody knows the Warriors better than the Rockets. Draymond Green only shot 28% from 3 on the season, will get many looks and break many shots. One of the most underrated things nobody talks about, Harden's defensive improvement this season, can hold his own against bigger defenders, has quick hands, seeking redemption, lost to Golden State 3 times in the postseason, also in 2015 and 16. In close game situations like Game 4 and Game 5 of last season, Houston had Golden State against the ropes, where the Warriors struggled with execution. I can see Golden State up 15 in the 4th, take the pedal off the gas, Houston gets hot from 3 and steals one of those games. But Harden certainly needs to be the best player in the series and play out of his mind, and Chris Paul needs to be aggressive, going at Steph Curry. Golden State also don't have a deep bench at all. Other than Steph, Clay, and KD, their only other good 3-point shooter, Jonas Jerebko. As a result, I believe Houston will knock off Golden State in 7 games. I'm calling a 2-point win for Houston in overtime. The NBA Finals will go 7 games between Toronto and Houston. 3 seasons ago, the Cavs and Warriors went to 7. 3 years before, Miami and San Antonio went 7. And 3 years before that, the Lakers knocked off the Celtics in 7. So the basketball gods are destined to bless us with another 7-game NBA Finals series coming. The Raptors have home court advantage with Kawhi, an excellent matchup to guard James Harden. CP3 will get the best of Kyle Lowry. Danny Green and Eric Gordon match up perfectly as deadly shooters, but Gordon has the scoring edge. Harden will push his offense to the limits against one of the best NBA defenders in Leonard, while PJ Tucker will push his defense to the limits and guarding Kawhi Leonard. The Marc Gasol-Capella matchup will just be as exciting. But Capella is the faster, more athletic player. Houston will use their speed and 3-point shooting. The bench of Austin Rivers, Gerald Green, Daniel House will need to knock down some shots. Kenneth Faried and Nene will have to be efficient and active down low. Toronto's bench in Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Norman Powell, and Jeremy Lin will also have to step up. But I believe Houston's hungrier, and Harden will finally prove his doubters wrong, will finally have an amazing playoff run to cement his legacy, similar to Dirk Nowitzki's 2011 run. The Houston Rockets will win the 2019 NBA championship.
My last bold prediction is not a series prediction, but I predict Ben Simmons will still not make a 3-pointer in the 2019 playoffs. If I'm wrong about this and Simmons does indeed make the first 3 of his career this postseason, the first person to direct message me on Instagram and Instagram only at WilsonSide93, I'll send you a free Ben Simmons jersey. I'll also give you a shout out, so be aware of that. He might do it in the first game against Brooklyn, maybe later in the first round, the semifinals, or the conference finals if he makes it. But don't get your hopes up, because I don't think it'll happen, and I'll get the last laugh after the Sixers get eliminated. So once again, the first person to message me on IG after Ben Simmons hits his first 3 this postseason, I'll give you a free Ben Simmons jersey. So best of luck to everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of you. Stay tuned for more content. See you next time.